Imagine walking through the world where everyone seems to love things that make you uncomfortable. Welcome to the life of an INFJ. INFJs, the rarest personality type in the MBTI system, often feel like outsiders in a world full of noise, surface-level connections, and non-stop stimulation. They think deeply, feel profoundly, and move through life differently. Today, we're revealing the 15 things INFJs hate that everyone else seems to love. And whether you are one, or love one, this video might just help you understand them on a whole new level. Let's begin. 1. Small talk. INFJs don't just dislike small talk, they find it mentally and emotionally draining. Conversations like, "What do you do for work?" or "How about that weather?" feel mechanical and disconnected. It's not arrogance, it's exhaustion. INFJs process deeply, so even a simple question can trigger 1,000 thoughts in their mind. When conversations stay shallow, it's like their brain keeps diving into the deep end, only to hit concrete. They want to hear about your childhood, your fears, your purpose in life. So if you really want to connect, skip the forecast. Ask them what they think dreams mean, or what gives them hope. On 2, crowded social events. Imagine being in a room full of people, laughter bouncing off the walls, music thumping in your chest, and 100 conversations swirling like noise soup. That's a nightmare for most INFJ. They aren't antisocial, they just find overstimulation unbearable. Every facial expression, every tone of voice, every awkward moment, INFJs feel it all. They can read a room like a novel, but that superpower comes at a cost: overstimulation. They'd rather have a quiet dinner with someone they trust than a massive party where connection feels impossible. To them, intimacy isn't created by quantity, it's created by depth. 3. Being the center of attention. INFJs don't want to be invisible, but they definitely don't want all eyes on them. Imagine being called on stage during a birthday party or forced into a group photo with jazz hands. Cringe. They appreciate being recognized, especially for who they are, not just what they do. But public displays? They feel like emotional striptease. Private praise, quiet affirmation, and handwritten notes? INFJ gold. They don't want applause. They want acknowledgement. 4. Forced optimism. Just think positive. Good vibes only. Don't worry, be happy. No, just no. INFJs believe emotions are sacred, even the painful ones. So when people gloss over grief, frustration, or sadness with forced cheerfulness, INFJs shut down. They don't see darkness as something to fear. They see it as something to explore, understand, and transform. When life is hard, INFJs don't want empty motivation. They want honesty, vulnerability, realness. Don't hand them a smiley sticker. Sit with them in the dark. 5. Group projects. For INFJs, group work is often synonymous with emotional labor. They're the ones organizing, over-preparing, mediating conflicts, smoothing over awkward tension, and still quietly doing 90% of the actual work. They hate when vision gets diluted by ego or laziness. They prefer leading from behind. Give them a chance to quietly craft something meaningful on their own, and they'll amaze you. But throw them into a chaotic, poorly structured group, you'll see them disengage fast. 6. Gossip. INFJs are natural listeners, so people often vent to them, sometimes about others. But when gossip becomes malicious, when it crosses from sharing to tearing, INFJs recoil. They feel the energy shift. Gossip makes them uneasy because they imagine how the person being discussed would feel if they were in the room. That empathy kicks in immediately. And if you gossip about others to an INFJ, just know they're quietly wondering what you say about them when they're not around. 7. Confrontation for the sake of winning. INFJs can handle conflict when it's constructive. But confrontations based on ego, dominance, or power, they check out fast. If someone argues just to prove they're right, it's game over. INFJs see arguments as a chance for mutual understanding, not victory laps. They're not scared of confrontation. They're just allergic to pointless confrontation. When faced with aggression, they may go quiet. But don't mistake that silence for weakness. It's actually strength, choosing peace over performance. Loud environments. INFJs are sensitive to stimulation, sound, lights, even chaotic energy. So places like clubs, busy malls, or loud family gatherings can feel like an assault on their senses. Their brain doesn't filter out background noise the way others do. Every conversation, every screeching chair, every bass drop from the stereo, it all hits at once. They thrive in environments where they can think, not just survive. 9 phone calls out of nowhere. Phone anxiety is real, and INFJs know it well. A ringing phone with no warning feels like an emotional ambush. They weren't mentally prepared. Their energy wasn't ready, and now they're scrambling to appear present when their brain is elsewhere. They prefer texts, or if it has to be a call, a heads up first. It's not antisocial behavior. It's about control over their mental bandwidth. 10 surface-level friendships. Let's grab coffee sometime. Let's hang out. But then, months go by, no effort, no depth, no follow-through. INFJs struggle with surface-level friends who disappear during hard times, only to reappear when things are good again. They crave soul ties, not party pals. If someone can't meet them emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, INFJs quietly drift away. They'd rather be alone than surrounded by fake closeness. At 11, being rushed INFJs are internal processors. They think before they speak, reflect before they act. When someone pressures them to hurry up or just make a decision already, it feels invasive. They need space to consider emotional nuance, long-term impact, and inner values. Quick decisions can lead to regret. And INFJs hate regret more than most. Give them time, and they'll give you truth. On 12, trend chasing, INFJs don't follow fads, they follow feelings. They don't wear what's in, they wear what feels aligned. They don't download every viral app. They don't jump on bandwagons. And they'll probably be the last person to try a TikTok dance trend. They're not trying to be edgy. They're just inwardly guided. Authenticity always wins over popularity in the INFJ world. 13 shallow compliments. You're so hot. Looking good. Wow, that dress. Nice, but it doesn't hit. INFJs want compliments that speak to who they are, not what they look like. Praise their creativity, their kindness, their insight, and they'll remember it forever. They're deeply affected by emotional sincerity. A single heartfelt word can echo in their mind now for years. Now 14, social media highlight reel. Scrolling through social media can feel alienating to an INFJ. All they see is performance. Filtered photos, fake smiles, curated perfection. They wonder, where are the real stories? The pain? The healing? Many INFJs delete social media regularly or use it quietly and sparingly, not because they're out of touch, but because they prefer genuine connection over digital noise. 15, constant availability. Why didn't you reply? Are you free tonight? Can I call real quick? To INFJs, these questions often feel like pressure. Their alone time isn't optional, it's sacred. Without solitude, they can't think, can't feel, can't breathe. They don't dislike people. They just need to retreat before they can return. And when they do come back, they're more present, more grounded, and more themselves. INFJs aren't broken. They're just built for something deeper. In a world that idolizes constant motion, they crave stillness. In a world that praises popularity, they chase purpose. So if you are one, embrace your differences. They're your gifts. And if you love one, don't push them to be like everyone else. Celebrate the fact that they're not. Tell us in the comments, which one of these resonated with you the most? Did we miss anything? And don't forget to watch our next video, 15 signs an INFJ likes you. You might be surprised at how subtle they are. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to understand an INFJ a little better. Thanks for watching. Until next time, protect your peace.